Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to today's Drawing for Youth class. This class is offered as a partnership between the Ann Arbor District Library and the Ann Arbor Art Center, both located downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan. Today we are going to be drawing marvelous mum drawings, and I'm really excited about this lovely fall drawing that we have. I would just recommend grabbing some crayons or colored pencils or pastels. Those would all be great options for today's class. So I'm going to have a couple reference photos that you're going to see pop up here, and these are just images I found off of Google, so feel free to Google your own mum, M-U-M, flower photographs for references, or if you happen to have some sitting around your yard, I always recommend drawing from real life when you have the chance. So what you can see that I'm doing here is doing a lot of layering. So I'm looking for warm colors. So our warm colors are yellow, orange, and red, and maybe even some pink if you want to add those colors in. And you can see one by one I am adding in. So the first layer was orange, then adding some red in there, and now I'm going in and adding some yellow. And so what you're going to see throughout this process is me layering. And so what layering means is I put one layer down of one color, and then I add another layer of another color. So if I was doing this with acrylic paint, I would just want to make sure that I'm letting my paint dry in between layers, as well as watercolor, same kind of thing. But if you're using crayons or colored pencils, layering is pretty simple to do. You just don't press down too hard with the materials that you're using. Same thing with your soft pastels or oil pastels. You just want to work in thin layers, and what that does is it adds a lot of depth in your colors that you're using. So it's not just flat orange, flat yellow, flat red, but instead you have hints of yellow, hints of orange, hints of red. So I'm just simply doing that, and now that you see all the layers I have, I am coming back in with a little bit more detail. So depending on what you're using, crayons for example, or pastel, those are a little bit thicker, so it can be kind of challenging to get a lot of detail with such a thick medium. But if you're using colored pencils, you can definitely draw in some finer details. So you're gonna see me do this here. I'm just doing a few flowers as an example. I'm going to end up adding more flowers. As you saw at the beginning of the video, you could see what it looked like by the end of it. So I'm filling my whole page pretty much here with some flowers, and so I'm adding the definition of each individual petal. The thing about mums is there's a lot of petals, so it can be kind of challenging. Feel free to be a little bit looser. You can see I'm being a little bit looser with my drawing and my sketches on some of them, and then I'm putting some more detail on others. I've also added in a green background here just to add some color back in the background, so it's not just simple white background. That sometimes it can be nice to add another layer of color into your design. So as you can see now, I am starting to add in a few extra flowers. It's a little different to do this digitally, so you'll see I'm going pretty fast here, but I am just putting mums on mums on mums, and then now I'm adding in a few spots that I wanted to highlight, so that you could do this with acrylic paint if you're using paint, or oil pastels or soft pastels. It's a little more challenging to do this, adding highlights and such, with crayons or colored pencils even. So, use the medium that you have around your house and the limitations, of course, that go along with that. But these should be a really beautiful fall decoration for your home, and I hope you have enjoyed today's video. So I can't wait to see all of the artwork that you do, and you can post these and tag us on Instagram or Facebook, so you can tag the Ann Arbor District Library as well as the Ann Arbor Art Center. We'd love to see what you made.